John, before I let you go today, let's talk a little bit offensive line, specifically Clay Wedin. He's from Tampa, isn't that right? He's a Tampa kid or from Florida?
Is. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Carrollwood Day. Yep.
Yeah. What do we think about a kid like him?
I think Auburn fans need to keep a close eye on Clay. You talk about a fit. He loves the style of Auburn. He's taken multiple trips on his own dime. He's already set the official visit to come back in June. So I think the Tigers are in really good shape. I think he's a kid who's more likely to leave the state of Florida than stay in it, although the Hurricanes just got him on campus as well. And we know, you have an offensive line-minded head coach that certainly holds weight with Mario Cristobal. But if and when he leaves the state, I think Auburn, Michigan State are probably the two schools to keep the closest eye on. And those are the two officials that he has set up at this point for the month of June. And I think the timing there is going to be critical. So, you're going to get him on campus one more time. And we're starting to get the feel, I was talking to somebody in Tampa this morning, starting to get the feel that he wants to be done before Carrollwood Day opens the season in August. So if you get a June official and maybe a July decision, you're in good shape if you're the Auburn Tigers. He's from Tampa, but he's got more country style to him. He's got the beard going. Yeah. So I think there's a fit there. Off the field as well with Clay. I mean, he keeps coming back to campus, so he really likes what's being sold to him there on the Plains. And you don't have to be from the state or even from the region to know what playing SEC football means, especially up front. And when you're 6'6" with 298, 300 pounds, that means a lot. And obviously Auburn's side, you need offensive linemen. I mean, this has been for 2-3 years now. We're like, hey, Auburn needs to ramp it up on the O-line. So dipping into Florida, again, another pipeline state, would be really critical for a guy like Clay.
I mean, you mentioned his measurables there, 6'6", just south of 300 pounds, depending on where you look. Is that an offensive guard? Could he scoot out and play tackle? What are you thinking there?
I think guard is certainly the floor for Clay. I mean, he's probably not going to get smaller over the next year and a half. So, he'll be 300 plus. But let me tell you, this kid is a grunt in the weight room. He carries that weight really well. He's got the height to carry it well. So I do think he can maybe play on the right side of the offensive line at tackle, but guard is certainly the floor for him. But he's moved around in high school, 4-year starter at the varsity level. So he's got some tackle upside down the road. But I think the floor is certainly at guard for Clay. He's a baller. I mean, he wants to be he wants to play with that style that he presents with his aesthetic. He wants to maul and be there in the muck, in the trenches. And that's another reason why he likes Auburn. That scheme wants to be a little bit more balanced. It wants to be a little bit more run first.
Yeah.
So there's a connection.